Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Leads customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now, on to our show with your host, Peter Mingles.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingles here. You're listening to Building Fortunes Radio on www.buildingfortunesradio.com. So we call it Building Fortunes Radio because we help people build fortunes, and we do a lot of radio shows during the course of the week, and one of the very first radio shows that we started with is the gentleman you're going to be listening to in the next few minutes. His name is Dr. Ariston Awitan, and I met him when he was a customer of ours, and he still is a customer of ours, but I met him when he was a customer of ours, and he was building a specific home-based business, and I learned a little bit more about him, and I was always intrigued. A nice man, hardworking, lots of integrity, was really choosing network marketing by choice, could do whatever he really chose to, was in the retired stages of his life, and as I learned his history, which I recommend that people who are listening in check out the archived versions of Building Fortunes Radio on the Dr. Awitan section. Make sure you listen to the very, very, very first radio show we ever did. You'll learn about himself and his life and the struggles that he did and the accomplishments he's made. And for those people that are listening in, you now have the enviable position of being able to work with Dr. Ariston Awitan in the time of his life where he's not busy with being a surgeon, where he's not busy necessarily raising a family, where he's really in the retired stages of his life and could devote a lot of time towards helping people learn and understand how home-based businesses work. He's very knowledgeable about so many things, and I am really excited to have him on a radio show, and especially talking about the topic that's near and dear to my heart today, which is the movement of money and digital currency and cryptocurrencies, because as a vendor myself, I look at the predatory practices of our banking, and I am so hoping that the cryptocurrency really becomes mainstream much faster so we can switch 100% of our customers to a digital form of currency where we don't have to pay the predatory rates, the abusive rates of our banking industry, and we can level the playing field so we can keep more of our profits. So if I sound like I'm all over this conversation, I am, because way too much of our profits get shared with the bank, and the only thing the bank does is help move the money around. And I say this legitimately. That's really all they do, is they just help me move the money around. And I don't mind people getting a fee for those services, but they have a predatory percentage of their fee, especially since I know there's infrastructure and everything else like that. But if I could find a better, faster way of being a disintermediary, which means you cut out the middleman, that would be much better for me. So Dr. Awitan, thanks for being here on our show. Share with people some of the things about yourself, and let's move on to this week's topic.
Thank you very much, Peter.
You're welcome.
Okay. I'm Dr. Ariston P. Awitan, Jr. I was born and raised in the Philippines, immigrated to the United States in 1965, a physician by profession, orthopedic surgeon by specialty, network marketer by choice. Now that I am retired, I have a mission to do. I want to give back to my old country, the Philippines, something significant. I want to help equip the charity hospital, Philippine General Hospital, which serves our poor population who cannot afford private medical care. Also to help fund the professorial chairs of the basic sciences of my alma mater, College of Medicine, University of the Philippines, and to continue to help fund seminaries for education of priests and missionaries to the unchurched people of the world to spread the gospel. As a network marketer, I am helping struggling network marketers to make money and become healthy. By doing this, I can fund my mission. Now today we are going to discuss an interesting topic, digital cryptocurrency. The name of the coin is Capricorn, and the name of the platform of business is Visionary. Now, what the expert said, Bill Gates, and I quote, digital currency is the future. Digital currency is going to change money. We take cell phones and just use digital currency, then you can have all those financial services. That's what Bill Gates said. Tyler Winklevoss, an entrepreneur, said, We have elected to put our money and faith in a mathematical framework that is free of politics and human error. Digital cryptocurrency started in 2009 with Bitcoin as a virtual trade token with a special technology utilized to determine the authenticity of a transaction via consensus on a secure global network. This was being done successfully without two otherwise necessary entities, and those are banks and government. Cryptocurrencies are mined or minted and authenticated by a secure public network which is designed so that no individual or group has more access to transactions date than another. All of this is done with almost zero cost in comparison to otherwise massive fees through the current institutions and systems. Capricorn has been developed through a collaboration between a group of technology companies in Europe and United States. Our team of experienced developers and marketing experts have produced a sustainable strategy based around getting the widest distribution of a coin in the fastest possible way. Capricorn is designed to be a cryptocurrency for the mainstream. It is a new generation cryptocurrency with the latest available technologies, secured with advanced cryptography on a global peer-to-peer network. Now, you can listen to the next Bitcoin 2.0, perfect cryptocurrency. Capricorn is the perfect coin. And now here we go.
I'm Nicole Peterson, and we've got Andy Moravitz here on today's call, who is the president of Visionary, as well as one of the co-owners. And he will be interviewing Gary Conner, who is the editor-in-chief of altcointoday.com, which is one of the leading newsletters for alternative currencies. Gary is a tenured and successful cryptocurrency expert within the industry, and we're going to hear why Gary feels that Capricorn will be a major contender for cryptocurrencies, as well as why he feels that out of all the cryptocurrencies on the exchanges right now, Capricorn is, quote-unquote, the perfect coin.
Gary, I remember one of the very first conversations that we had. I had spoke to, 3 or 4 so-called experts in the field of cryptocurrency, and unfortunately, those conversations didn't really get past 2 or 3 minutes. I think you and we met through Kaylee Taylor, was it?
That's correct.
Kaylee. So when I met Gary, he looked at our videos and the very first thing I say to people typically when I talk to them on a three-way call, and that's what this was really, was what did you like best that you saw about the video? Or what did you like best about Visionary? And if you could, Gary, in your own words, since you have extensive knowledge in cryptocurrency and you've looked at a lot of different coins and you've had some ideas floating around in your head for a couple of years, you remember what you said to me that day?
I think it was verbatim. This is exactly what I've been saying for the last year and a half, as if you've been listening to everything that I've been saying for the last year and a half. This is my message. This is what I've been trying to get out. This is what I've been trying to get the world to see. This is exactly the platform that the world needs. This is the only way that the coins will ever be properly created and distributed and supported long term. You guys have nailed it, and I would like to be in. That's it.
Well, we welcome you aboard. We want to coexist with fiat currency, but we also want the ability to have cryptocurrency that is not regulated by central authority and accumulate and pay all the fees that we've been attributed or accustomed to paying unduly in my mind. So, but the whole reason that we do what we do and why we're excited, and one of the reasons, and I'm going to have Gary tell a story here real quick, why Capricorn will succeed, why we're different, and exactly what Guys, we know where we've been, we know where we are, and we certainly know where we're going. Any doubt on that? Not in my mind. So, Gary, just to finish your story, you looked at Capricorn, you looked at the video, you liked what you saw. If you could briefly tell us what you did like about it, why Capricorn's different. And at one point you said Capricorn's the perfect coin. Can you expand upon that and tell us exactly what you meant by that, Gary?
Absolutely. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency to come out, and it's mined, and that creates value. Okay, that's one thing that Bitcoin has right. Bitcoin is pioneering the industry and opening up doors for space, cryptocurrency space, and every time Bitcoin has a success, it is going to be an opportunity for every other cryptocurrency that's significant and done right to have success. And what I mean by that is the area of greatest development today is in the development of multi-coin platforms, and it's really quite simple to plug in the API to accept multiple cryptocurrencies on all of these payment platforms that Bitcoin is getting into stores. So Bitcoin has that right, and the world of coin developers and crypto enthusiasts are working very diligently to create things like Shapeshift, which literally, if there's a Bitcoin terminal at Walmart, it's nothing for them to just say, which coin do you have, and it automatically does all the exchanging, and that economy is open to the entire crypto world. So that's something that Bitcoin is doing for and has right, and that is also an opportunity for Capricorn and other significant coins to be used in the world very quickly, unlike Bitcoin, which took, 3.5 years before the first actual store accepted it. When these platforms are launched, then that's when Capricorn and other significant coins can start applying to be listed on them and be used everywhere. We don't have to go down and beat down the doors of Dell and Microsoft, etc. Those doors will be already open because of Bitcoin. Well, the reason why I said Capricorn is the perfect coin, I just mentioned that Bitcoin is mined, all right? And again, that creates value. The mining network, the people who create Bitcoins are also the people who confirm transactions. That's a double-edged sword. It's fantastic today, but people don't realize that Bitcoin is still being dropped on the market, and there's X amount being created, and the net effect is it costs $25 million a month at today's price of Bitcoin to keep their network running. What if it's $1,000? Well, then we're talking about, $100 million a month to keep their network going. The reason that I said Capricorn is perfect is because we have the mining trigger to create value, but the coins people actually are receiving are what are called proof of stake. And what that means is that every single wallet, and the reason why it's important for you guys to get some wallets open, it's going to make our network stronger. Every person who opens up a local wallet participates in the confirmation of transactions. So in the next 10 years, when Bitcoin costs $250 million even to leave their lights on, they're going to have to enable fees so that these people who are mining Bitcoins get paid to keep their miners working. Capricorn isn't going to cost anything because everybody who owns a Capricorn on a local wallet participates in the network confirmations. So that's why it's the perfect coin. We have the structure to create value, and that's called mining, but the coins that are actually being used have no cost to operate the network, unlike Bitcoin and other significant cryptocurrencies. So 2 to 5 years, it's not going to make much difference, but let's get out 10, 15 years. The ones like Capricorn, and we're one of the first ones to the market with this, are going to be the survivors because we don't have a $25 million or $150 million a month network fee. That's what it is when people are mining Bitcoins. It costs $25 million a month today to leave the network for Bitcoin running. And that's why there's a lot of volatility in the Bitcoin prices, because it has to come from somewhere. It either comes from adoption or it comes from people selling them for less than what they actually paid to mine them. This is what we're avoiding with Capricorn's proof of stake concept. That's not going to be in place. If the coin's $1,000, it's highly likely it's only going to go up. because we're not relying on the mining network. We don't have that overhead that's going to choke us out in 3 to 5 years. It's going to be a much more stable platform. The other thing about Capricorn, people may not realize this because they don't use a lot of Bitcoins, but I have had times where I've tried to pay for something with Bitcoin, and I've literally waited almost 6 to 8 minutes before the vendor I was trying to pay actually saw that I initiated that transaction. And then again, I've been paid in Bitcoin, and it's taken me sometimes up to 9 to 11 hours before I could even use it again. Because of the algorithm and the technology behind Capricorn and the way the proof of stake works, most people are going to see coins within 3 seconds. Across the board, you're going to see them in about 3 seconds. The vendor's going to see that you paid them in less than 3 seconds on average, and that vendor will be able to spend them again in less than 3 minutes on average. So what do you want to use? Bitcoin that takes 6 minutes to get and 6 hours to use, or do you want a 3-second coin and 3 minutes to use? So long term, this is going to be significant. The other thing is, because the Bitcoins rely on the miners, they're responsible for all of the confirmations of purchases and things like that. Because the Capricorn relies on all of the wallets and all of the users, if we have 100,000 users, we have 100,000 people confirming transactions. So our speed's going to stay right where it needs to be. There's a big war in the Bitcoin community right now because they're already recognizing that if they only took 1% of what Visa does every day and applied that to the Bitcoin network, it would basically be crushed. It can't handle that volume. Proof of stake coins like Capricorn can. We won't have to fork the coin or make a new algorithm. We've got the one that's going to work. So
that's what a lot of information. Yes, well, I appreciate it, and I hope that.
All right, you guys accidentally asked me that stuff.
No, that's quite all right. So to break all that down, guys, we have the best of both worlds. We have a proof of stake, proof of work coin, and it's to your advantage. It's to keep price controls at a maintainable level for the long haul, for the decades to come, where we won't oust ourselves because due to cost and the cost of mining. We actually want to reward people. And on the Capricorn side, the applications and the things that are involved, we're actually going to have a cash rewards and a reward system that we're working on the other side. And now I'm going to bring into here, now that we understand the Capricorn side of it and how it works, now don't give away the story yet to hear on some of our innovative strategies. Keep some close to the breast there. We don't want to, but if you could briefly tell us what Capricorn looks like on the cash back side that we're working on now behind the scenes to hear, if you would, please.
Okay, well, that is going to be a slightly different operation to the cryptocurrencies. By the way, you may be hearing a noise in the background every now and then, just some sort of a bell ringing. That's my cryptocurrency wallet that is mining. There it goes. That's mining coins, well, staking coins, and every time a coin arrives, this noise goes out in the background. In the last few hours, about 300 coins have come into my wallet. So it does pay to have a wallet operational on the
wallet.
Okay,
stop right there, Tahir, because I think you just confused everybody. You mean visionary members that get an external wallet are going to start mining coins that they have on their desktop? Could you explain and expand upon what that is?
Do you mind if I expand on that one?
Sure, I don't care. I'll do it if you want. But, yeah, somebody fine with me, sure.
Okay.
Gary, I'll put it on the screen, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Pay attention, everybody.
The coins, year number one, there's going to be a 2% reward to everybody who holds Capricorns in their local wallets. This is an extra incentive for people to have these coins on their local wallets and leave them on so that they are participating in the confirmation process. There's 2% of the total supply, so 4 million coins over the next year are going to be generated through the proof of stake process, which means you leave your computer on with coins in it, and every once in a while it's going to say thank you for letting us use some of your resources, and it's going to reward you with some brand new Capricorns above and beyond what you mined in the internal system. It's That's how proof of stake works.
And what do they have to do to get those coins, Gary?
They just need to mine them and move them over to their local wallet.
You mean that's it? Nothing more than that, huh?
That's it. You just move them over to your local wallet, and they immediately start to gain weight on the network. And weight means that, obviously, how old are your coins and how many do you have? That gives you your network weight, and therefore it distributes the rewards accordingly. So it's advantageous to people to move their coins as soon as possible to their local wallets so they can start getting old.
And that's exactly right. So all the people that are in Visionary that have Capricorns and they start opening up these e-wallets, now they're going to be 5 years from now. These are the recipients or the people that are going to really benefit from this because they're going to have the most coins and and the oldest wallets. Yes.
Absolutely. And let's say that Capricorn is $100 by then. You could be making $500 or $600 a day with what you're mining today and moving to your local wallet because your coins are going to be that old, and actually they're going to be that big. The numbers of coins that people are mining today are going to drastically reduce for the people who start coming in next week or next year. So this is really an opportunity for people to create a cash register in their home. I mean, it shifts that whole mining process that Bitcoin is using right now. And right now, the only people who are getting Bitcoins of significance have server farms in Iceland that spend $250,000 a month on electricity. Well, because you have old coins, and a lot of them, in 10 years, you're going to be just as powerful as one of those Icelandic operations. And it's not unforeseeable that you could potentially, just by leaving a silly computer on in the corner of your house, be generating $10,000 or $15,000 a month. It's not unforeseeable.
Wow, that's awesome. So I know we got a little bit technical on members today, but slowly but surely, guys, we're going to start presenting concepts and things of this nature where we're going to ask you to do specific things, and we're going to tell you the reasons why, and hopefully today we did. Now, are we saying move all your Capricorn to an external exchange? No, we're not. Or an external wallet? No, we are not. What we're saying is the numbers on the external exchange at this point have been arbitrary in nature. They are seasoned, they're tendered, and now we're ready to take the next logical step in the progression and the value and the moving of Capricorn as members into external wallets. Now, we're going to show you how to do that because there is an advantage, and this will be the next call that we do. There is an advantage in keeping your coins in the digital form in the Capricorn system, or keeping it in the system. And we'll explain all the different nuances and intricacies of what that looks like, why you do it, and so forth, because there's some values there, and there's some incentives there that we're going to present with you guys. So everything, with the exception of some credit card processing, is working very smoothly. The coin is performing great. Everything's a go. Is there anything else you need to put out or do or say to here again?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. What about you, Greg? Anything else you'd like to?
I think we've pretty much covered what I've been up to, and I'm just going to piggyback on what Andy said. We've been working very hard on making sure that this Capricorn that is going to be released is stable. It's stable, and it's nice. It's really nice, and it's ready.
So there you have it, guys. For all of you, those of you out there fighting the good fight, I appreciate you. Don't get distracted. Know that we have your best intentions at heart. We're doing things the right way. Sometimes it might take me a little bit longer to figure it out, but know that we're doing things the right way. We're building this for the long haul. We're not in this for the quick cash. We're not into this for the hype. We're in this for a long-term, stable business model, period. And we're going to do things the right way, or we're not going to do them. Okay?
Okay, Peter. I think it's time for commercial break.
Okay, we'll be right back. You're listening to Dr. Awitan. Here we go.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or build a sales force, you should check out PM Marketing and Network Leads. Visit www.networkleads.com. For over 16 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training.
If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, Network Leads can help. To learn more, visit networkleads.com or call 386-385-8679. That's 386-385-8679. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. Now, back to the Building Fortunes radio show.
And we are back. Peter Mingles here. We have Dr. Ariston Awitan on our Building Fortunes radio show. He's talking about a new form of a digital currency called Capricorn. And this is something I'm super interested in learning more about personally, because I know the predatory rates that the bankers charge us for our regular transactions, and it's just insane. It's just insane. Hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every single month, and my profits get sucked into whatever the reasons are that they charge us for whatever they charge us for, and I can't wait until this becomes more mainstream. So, Dr. Awitan, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Now, in closing, Capricorn is designed to power a global instant payment network with virtually zero-cost transactions to anyone in the world. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies out there, Capricorn has fast transaction confirmation times and can handle commercial level transaction volumes. Capricorns are distributed through a network of users. To prevent inflation, we only have a limited supply. Once fully mined, there will be a total of 208 million Capricorns. Now, next week, we are going to present the advantages of Visionary as a home business. This will be presented by Andy Movicher, President of Visionary. My website is www.visionary.com/Dr. A. DOCTORA. And Visionary is spelled V as in victory, I, Z as in zebra, IONARY. Now, we are building a huge team. Now we can pay the sign-up fee of serious network marketers who want to do the business with us. For more information, you can call me at my phone, 713-392-5493, or Skype me at DocTony, that's DOCTONY 1932. Watch our previous radio shows at www.buildingfortunesradio, fortunes with an S, radio.com. Click on my picture at the middle of the page to access the MP3 links. This is Dr. Awitan with my friend Peter Mingles signing out. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to the Building Fortunes Radio Show on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingles. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for.